Wow, a 6 episode series somehow ended up in IMDb top 250s. At first, I thought like it was just another Game of Thrones spin-off, but later I was completely wrong because this show does something more dangerous and more different. The question is like, how can a simple story hit harder than House of Dragons? At first, I thought to ignore this show. The reason why is I ended up reviewing this series quite very late, and I also watched this web series quite very late. No dragons, no white walkers, no massive battles. So I thought like, why should I even care about this show? But something weird happened. Was wondering how does a small show beat these massive fantasy giants? This is actually more different Westeros story HBO have ever made because this time no kingdom fighting, no world ending threats, just a broke knight and a random kid. Sounds boring, right? Then why does it feel more emotional than House of Dragons? Well, the answer is simplicity is the real power. Let me tell you something crazy. The smaller the story, the deeper the impact, and the show focus on villages, real people, and ground level struggles. Not kings, no queens, and slowly you'll stop watching for actions. You'll start watching for the people. This is what makes this series quite very special, and the characters also quite very special. The timeline that changes everything. This story is not random. This happens like 90 years before Game of Thrones and 60 and 70 years after House of Dragons, which means this is a bridge era, no dragons, no ruling, no total chaos either. Just a world quietly changing, and maybe that's why it feels like so real in the series. Well, Duncan Egg, the magical duo. First, we have Sir Duncan the Tall. He has no money, no name, no glory, just surviving. Then comes the bald kid called Egg. He's harmless, he's good in acting, he's kind of funny, but something feels off. In episode 3, the biggest plot twist is Egg is actually Aegon Targaryen. Now think about it. Why would a future king hide himself as a servant? And more importantly, what is he learning from Duncan the Tall as well? One tournament and one entire season, yes. The season entirely revolves around Ashford Meadow tournament. Sounds small, but inside this one event, you can see honor, ego, power, and humanity. The CG is quite very low, no over top dramas, and though the fight sequence feel more intense than the dragon battles. The craft for this series makes quite very real. This is where this show really wins, because the cinematography is not flashy, it's earthly and raw. You can feel every hit, every silence, every reaction during the fights. The crowd goes silent. The camera stays on faces, not actions. You are not just watching a fight. You can actually feel emotions, and that's rare today to see in a web series. Well, House of Dragon versus a Knight of Seven Kingdoms. To be very honest, uh, we were more hyped for House of Dragons, bigger budget, bigger dragons. But where that series went wrong was like slow pacing and uneven character and emotional disconnect, and plus all the time jumps as well. And also in behind the scenes, there were issues between George R. R. Martin and showrunners. Now compare that with this show. There is no hype, no pressure, just a simple storytelling. So actually, a bigger budget is a real problem. Well, HBO had made a smart strategy after Game of Thrones season 4. People lost trust, including me. HBO also knows this. So this is what they do. They did. They went for quite very small. The smaller the story, the lesser the risk. More emotion and more connection. To be very honest, this is the smartest move HBO have ever made. This show exactly has some flaws because the pacing and early episode is quite very slow. Some side characters needed more screen timing, and in episode 5, 19 minutes flashback in the middle of a battle, which is a bold move, but not everybody will love it. But overall, this is the exact kind of storyline that made us all fall in love with this world in the first place.